Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a collective reading and energy update. But very specifically, I'm actually feeling guided to read for the Twin Flame Collective. So this will be a reading for those of you who consider yourselves to be on some kind of a twin flame path. So you are in some form of conscious connection with another soul who shares an identical soul frequency to your own, which of course leads to its own myriad of very unique experiences in this lifetime that many who are not on some kind of a twin flame journey would not necessarily be able to understand. So I like to do these readings because I feel that they can provide a little bit of guidance, comfort, and support to those of us who are on this very unique twin flame path that can often be very confusing and sometimes isolating because, again, there are many people who do not understand the complexity of the twin flame dynamic. So if you are already resonating with my energy, I do invite you to subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you here, part of our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the energy oracle cards. While I'm shuffling though, I also want to preface by saying that, of course, even amongst those of us who are on a twin flame specific journey, there is no one collective path. We are all on our own unique journey, and only you can know in your heart and soul which messages are meant for you and which are meant for others. We are all on different waves, timelines, and dimensions, so to speak. So only take what is resonant and connecting for you personally. So the first card here is the crown chakra in the reverse position and the envy card reversed. I'm hearing the journey has been within you all along. So this message is coming through for someone very specific who may have been externalizing their spiritual journey in some way without realizing it. Now, I know this sounds really complex, but for someone I'm picking up on here, you may have been in the past putting your spiritual journey into a physical kind of connection. Maybe this was a connection with your twin flame, and so you felt that that journey, that spiritual journey, was meant to be external, was meant to be lived out through a specific physical connection in the 3D, when in actuality, you are now having this powerful realization that the journey has been within you all along. Now, of course, this could be anything that was being used to externalize your spiritual journey, but I'm just getting this sense of the wool being pulled over your eyes in the past, and maybe there was some way in which you felt that you were either confused or blindsided, thinking that there was some person, connection, or thing externally that was necessary for your spiritual journey, when now you're realizing that this journey has been a journey back home to deeper connection with your own internal self, and that yes, of course, that journey back to the self could involve external people, things, circumstances, or connections, but that it's never been the main event, that the real journey has been within you. And I'm hearing you are coming back so fully to your own self-love. I see this image of like you hugging a mirror reflection of yourself. It's like you embracing yourself so tightly. And you might find that you have had these moments of just feeling that deep self-reconnection and a kind of fulfillment that comes from that you've never felt prior in your entire life. I'm hearing I thought this journey was about the other person, but now I'm realizing it's about me and about my return back into self-love, into connection with myself. I'm also hearing a question come up here from your inner self, your higher self, regarding how can I express more aspects or dimensions of who I truly am. This might even be something that you could journal on when you dive deeper into how you could possibly express more dimensions of your very multi-dimensional self. And I'm hearing that the more aspects of yourself, your pure, authentic self, you are able to express, the more energy that you generate in total, which means the more powerful and abundant your manifestations become in the material world. With the door to value card, it's almost like literally I'm feeling that as you express more aspects of your soul or your authentic self, even if you don't know exactly how they're going to lead into more abundance or whatever you are trying to manifest, whether it's financial, whether it's material, certain successes, certain accolades, I'm seeing that these things come to you, and sometimes in roundabout and unexpected ways, as you express more and more aspects of your true authentic self, even if you can't consciously connect the dots from the expression of those authentic aspects of yourself and the forms of abundance that come to you. Like the example my spirit guides are giving me is, you might, and this is just a very specific example, but it's like you might find yourself creating music or artwork or doing something that you might not necessarily at this moment have a defined outlet for when it comes to money, finances, etc. It's just something that you love doing that connects with your authentic self. And then suddenly you might discover that you've gotten a raise at work or something like that. Now, of course, there could be so many different ways that this could play out. This is just one hyper-specific example, but you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying, where it's like, this is reminding me of a reading I just did where we talked about how nothing is lost in the divine economy. Whatever you invest in has to come back to you, but sometimes that investment return doesn't come through the source literally that you may have invested the energy into. By the way, that concept of a divine economy actually comes from Neville Goddard's work, so I highly recommend his teachings. I'm really inspired by his works, but in this context, it's interesting again because this came out in my new moon in Taurus collective reading that wasn't necessarily twin flame specific, but if you haven't yet listened to that reading, I would recommend doing so if you do feel guided to it. It was posted 8 hours prior to this video. But essentially in this context, what I'm getting is you might be just investing in yourself. This even could be nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, your self-care, self-love. Maybe you are investing in a more beautiful environment that inspires you, that uplifts you, investing in your own creations, taking the time to create, again, even if it's not logically connected to what you think of as an abundance outlet. And then noticing that energy coming back to you in unexpected and sometimes completely seemingly random ways. But of course, nothing is random in the universe. I'm getting that this is because when you do those things that really light you up, that are so authentic to you, regardless of whether you feel like you are providing value for someone else in that moment or not, you are emanating this really powerful vibrational signal that is generating a huge amount of energy. And that energy investment has to come back to you through some form or outlet or avenue. So here we have, of course, the yin yang card in the reverse position. I say, of course, because this is my number one twin flame card. But what I'm getting with this card connected with storm warning reversed sitting on the sacral chakra is that someone's made peace here with some kind of seeming disconnect, separation, or challenging circumstance with their twin flame counterpart. So the specific collective I'm speaking to here, you might be in a circumstance where there is some kind of challenging situation. Maybe there is what we consider to be a physical separation, although there's never any separation on a soul level. Maybe I'm hearing it's complicated. Maybe things just feel complicated. But what I'm getting is you found power in finding peace in the not knowing, finding peace in whatever this separation, disconnect, or confusion is. I'm hearing your peace is your power. And I'm hearing you've been working on healing and regulating your nervous system in one way or another. Maybe spending more time resting, nourishing yourself, focusing on your own physical, mental, and emotional well-being, while at the same time rising above something. With the card Rise Above, maybe this is rising above drama, toxic dynamics. This doesn't have to be with your physical twin flame. This could be with friends, family members, other situations in your life. But I'm also getting the card Separation. So it's almost like you are rising above some form of separation as well. I'm going to get more details on this, but it's almost like you aren't letting some apparent disconnect or confusion affect you. You are finding your peace within it, and you're also living your very divine personal journey here with the temple path in the upright position. You are surrendering to the current circumstances, even if they appear to look like a separation, a disconnect, or confusion. You are allowing yourself to find peace in the not knowing, to be guided forward by your intuition on a very personal and important spiritual path. But I am getting that in order to stay in alignment with this personal spiritual mission or purpose, there has been some boundary setting or walking away. Now, this may have nothing to do with the person you consider to be your physical twin flame counterpart. I'm getting that you may have walked away from toxic friend circles or communities, workplaces. Maybe you set boundaries with some of these things. Of course, this could have been even the physical form of your twin flame that you chose to set boundaries with in the physical or withdraw from, and just to find peace within that because you recognize that it was necessary in order for you to stay in alignment with your higher path, with your personal mission and purpose, where again, there is no separation on that higher path. So even if there is some apparent disconnect here between yourself and your twin, I see that your higher selves are in collaboration more so than ever, that they are constantly working together, growing together, evolving together. And it's like you've risen above the physical 3D circumstances and connected with that knowing of the collaboration that's happening on a higher self level. But I also see with the root chakra reverse that you've separated yourself from dynamics in the physical, whether it's friendships, work environments, social environments, whatever this is for you. You've let go of things that have left you feeling disconnected, feeling destabilized. Now, this is powerfully reminding me of a download that actually came through that I wrote in my journal earlier today. And I was actually planning on putting this in an Instagram post. So I will be doing that. And if you do want to see it on Instagram, my Instagram account is at Magnetize Yourself. So you can follow me there. But the download that came through was, I refuse to connect with anyone from a vibration of fear or control. If you want to connect with me, you're going to have to come through love. So of course, this doesn't just apply to your physical twin flame or divine counterpart. This connects with every person, thing, or dynamic in your life. And in the moment, you've become so intuitive and so divinely sensitive. I saw the number 444 for someone, that you can actually tell in real time when someone or something is trying to connect with you from a vibration of fear or control, because it will feel very ungrounding to you. It will feel unsettling to you. It may even make you tense or like bring up a feeling of tension or anxiety in your body, kind of initiating that fight or flight response. And part of keeping the nervous system regulated here is about refusing to engage in dynamics that are trying to connect with you in that way, from that vibration of urgency, fear, control, manipulation. You have risen above all of those kinds of lower vibrational dynamics, and that is what is keeping you so aligned with that higher path represented by the Temple Path card here. We also got the cards Soulmate and Self-Worth. So I'm feeling a really powerful message coming through from these cards, and I will be shuffling and channeling into that. But I also want to share with you a really powerful tool that I've developed for twin flames, for those of you on the twin flame journey, regardless of whether or not you personally desire a physical traditional union state in the physical with your twin flame counterpart. Regardless of whether that's something you desire or not, the twin flame journey is very intense, because even if we choose to align with a romantic, harmonized soulmate relationship, we are still in this constant energy exchange with this twin flame counterpart. Our higher selves are constantly working together, growing together, collaborating, regardless of our physical 3D circumstances. So because of this, it is so beneficial to have some form of energy clearing and aligning tools specifically as a twin flame. So for this purpose, I've developed my twin flame 7 chakra clearing subliminal meditation. This is a tool designed to release and unblock any limiting beliefs, patterns, or lower vibrational programs that may be stored within your 7 chakras. So this subliminal is designed to help you release those blockages and come back into alignment with the frequency of unconditional love, which is the most powerful frequency on the planet. Not just for aligning with our highest vibrational forms of love and connection, but also for connecting in with depths of our own self-worth and self-love, creating openly, powerfully from our heart space, manifesting our dreams in life. Magnetizing our energy with unconditional love is a really powerful frequency that we can channel into any of those outlets. And this subliminal will help you to reprogram your mind to align more with that frequency. So this subliminal comes from my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful, which is now launched on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. And I am so thrilled to be sharing this app with all of you. As you can see on the screen, within the app, I've created over 130 subliminals for essentially every area of life. So yes, there is an entire category dedicated to twin flames, but there are also many other forms of subliminals on the app, such as subliminals for money, fame, material manifestations, appearance, mood, mindset, and so much more. And when you create a 7-day free trial account in the app, you can access all of the subliminals I've created in 10 different background sound options. And you can also create your own custom private playlists. And you can even read the affirmations contained within each subliminal. So I will be leaving a link to download the app in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so let's get back into these 2 powerful cards that came through, Soulmate and Self-Worth. I'm hearing that connecting in with your self-worth is aligning you with a harmonized soul connection. Now, I specifically use those words, harmonized soul connection, to leave it open-ended, because we all do have personal intentions for our own path. And know that anything you desire, you can manifest in your life. In fact, when you desire something, you are actually reading psychically into a potential timeline where that outcome already exists. And you have the ability through shifting your energy in the now present moment to align with any timeline that you can imagine for yourself, including in love. So yes, you could align with a harmonized version of your physical twin flame connection, but you could also opt for a harmonized soulmate timeline where you are connecting with a really beautiful, harmonious, high vibrational soulmate connection. And again, that choice is entirely yours. You are the creator of your life experience. But I do see that harmonized soul connection, whether that is your twin flame or a soulmate, is available for you. But it seems deeply connected to you staying attuned to your own worthiness, not compromising on your own self-worth or value. And I'm hearing for anyone, including the physical form of the person you consider to be your twin flame counterpart. Can I get more information on this? I can't let you go. So wow, what I'm really getting is actually a very high level spiritual love message from this card, which is that concept that you're never going to be able to miss what's meant for you. What I'm really getting from this card is that what is aligned for you in love isn't going to be able to let you go. Maybe in the past you were hurt by circumstances where you felt like you would make one seeming misstep or say one off thing and someone would walk away from you. And maybe you blamed yourself thinking, if only I had done this or that differently, or said that or not said that. But this is a powerful message coming through from someone's guides that what is meant for you will want you. It will chase you. It will seek you out because you won't be able to miss it. You won't be able to quote unquote mess it up. That's just a program that we run in our egoic mind that somehow we're going to mess up something that's meant for us. That is not possible. So I'm going to see if I can channel any final messages before we close out this reading. Okay, we have the Hierophant reversed. So there could be something very unconventional about your love life generally or your relationships, and yet it's highly spiritually activating as well. I'm hearing others are not meant to understand it. Be patient with yourself and with others involved here with the Temperance card, because everything is aligning in divine timing. There is one final traditional tarot card here. Yeah, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Stay in your Nine of Pentacles energy. This has been coming up a lot, especially for those of you who resonate more so with the divine feminine polarity. This is a card about focusing on your own freedom, thriving, creating your own abundant reality. And in connection with this, we have protection and transformation. I'm hearing you are being protected through a very powerful transformation. So know that anything that has left your life or disconnected from your life may have disconnected from you because your spirit guides are encircling you with a really high level of protection. That thing, that person, that friendship, that opportunity was not aligned with you energetically. Therefore, because you are undergoing this really deep and powerful transformation, you've been protected from any lower vibrational things, people, or opportunities that may have actually disconnected you from your own power or diluted your energy in some way during this transformation. So that feels like a really wonderful place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. Do let me know in the comments if anything here connected with you in a personal way. Of course, I would love for you to subscribe if you do feel aligned with my energy. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. If you feel guided to download my Subliminals app and access my Twin Flame 7-chakra clearing subliminal to really clear out your energy, the energy between you and your person, and raise your vibration to the level of unconditional love, the link to download the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light today. Have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.